And it's Monday's Mindset. Hello, 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 wherever you are in the world. Maybe it's your Monday night or early Monday afternoon, wherever you are. Hello, hello, hello. Today is Monday's Mindset. We want to check in to make sure that we are okay moving forward for the rest of the week. So here we are. It's Monday, and what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about something that just keep getting in the way all the time. That little it that we are worried about, we just keep be like worried about it. We don't even know what it is. That thing called fear. We're going to be discussing fear today. So if you're going to be hopping on live, let me know where you're hopping on from. And if you're going to be watching the replay, let me know where you're watching from so I can come back and give you a shout out. Yeah, most of us fear it. What's it? Most of us be like, man, I don't know, but I don't feel like, yeah, we just go around and we just have this anxiety over this it. We're going to look at it a little deeper and we're going to see how we might be able to manage it. That's the key word, manage it. Because if we know what's going on and we know the steps to take or what to do, we might be able to manage it. So, if we haven't met before, my name is Yvette Garel, and I come to you live in this community every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we talk about inspirational stuff, educational stuff, informational stuff, and business, right? But today we're going to talk about the personal development side of things. And we always like to touch on the mindset because if we have a strong belief system, a strong mindset, nothing can stop us in our business. So I come here to work on that, to help us to get a hold of what might be holding us back or what might we do to move forward in our business. So I coach and I train entrepreneurs, network marketers, home-based business owners, coach them how to leverage the use of social media to take their business online so that their business can thrive, so that they can get leads, make sales, move their business to the next level. All right. So, what's that it that you are running away from that doesn't even exist? All right, my friends, we've been in this community and we've spoken about a lot of stuff all day long. And I know that from personal experience, there's a lot of things that we don't do or we would want to do or we think about. And so or we someone tell us about it. But there's a little thing that's holding us back called fear. FEAR. So we're going to look at fear today and to see how we can manage it. How we can manage it so that it doesn't hold us back. Fear is something that we don't even know what it is. We don't even know what we are fearing, but we are fearing that thing around the corner, that boogeyman around there that I just have the fear. What is it? Can you identify it? Can you touch it? Can you talk about it? It's just that fear. It's just that emotional feeling that causes us to kind of cringe or like really feel like we just can't move on in our business. We just can't move on in our life. Things are happening and we're just so fearful. We don't want to open the door. We don't like what's going on now in our time. We're fearful that if we go there without our mask there, yeah, but you still have to take your necessary precaution, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of times that we fear something and we don't even know what we fear. There's nothing. We just can't, it's a mind thing. We just believe that, oh, this is so difficult and we won't be able to do it. It's challenging. And we just fear that we're gonna fail. You don't even know what it is. You haven't tried it. So let's see how best we can talk about fear today. I can tell you from personal experience, I suffer from that thing from fear for quite some time in my life. You know, different occasions, different situations. I fear heights. I don't know. I just can't. I have a phobia for heights. Like I'll go up there, but I can't look down, right? Who can relate to that? I have this phobia. If I get up, if I know it's that high, I'm not going. I don't know what I feel, but there's something in me that doesn't give me that capacity to handle those heights. And I know there's a lot of us that have that situation too, but there are lots of things that people fear that and they just cannot describe it. I can tell you, I don't like heights. I fear going that high up and looking down. I'll go high, I'll turn my back, I won't look down. But there's some things that people fear, or you know and they can't even describe it. They can't describe it. So what is it that you're fearing? Fear has to do with our emotions. There's something that goes off and be like, man, as you hear about this thing, be like, man, I'm so fearful. I'm not even doing that. I'm not even checking that. Even when somebody presents an opportunity, or, you hear about a job, aren't you going to apply for that? Oh, no, I don't feel like I can. What's up with that? What are you fearing? It's a big thing, my friends. It's huge. It permeates like our being all the time, and we pass it down from generation to generation. And our children become fearful, and our grandchildren become fearful of all these things. And we need to address it. We need to teach people how to attack this syndrome called fear, this thing, this it called fear. So the word is spelled Fear, 4 letters, Fear. So let's look at fear. Let's look at the first letter. What does the first letter stands for? It stands for, in our little acronym here that I learned, and I'm just trying to, pass it on because I feel that it is suited and it is something that we can use to help us in our everyday life. So the first letter is F. And FEAR is going to be the acronym we're going to be working with today. Fear. The first letter is F. And I learned a couple of weeks ago, and I heard it again over this weekend. The F stands for face it. So when the fear comes on upon you, like you fear something or something just is just killing you, you just can't, it just make you cringe, you're frightened, face it. Let's think about some things in our business that we need to face. Okay, now people talk about rejection all the time. Oh yeah, I'm sure sometimes you go window shopping. You go into stores you never buy. You go online, you look at things you never buy. You check it out, you never buy. So what's the difference if you pose an opportunity to someone and they don't join you, they don't buy from you? It's the same difference, my mama would say. Same difference, my friends. They just maybe not ready. They might have other situations going on. They probably have to plan. So face the rejection head on. Yes, head on. Face it. Don't be fearful because, oh, they're going to tell me no. They're not going to join me. They're going to, join somebody else. They feel like, because you're making up this thing. Yes, you're making it up. And then you're making it up and it signals into your brain, and then you start to believe it, and you put a kind of face on it and be like, that's it. No, face it. Face your fear. It's kind of hard though, right? Yeah, it's sometimes difficult to face the fear. And if you hear a sound there, I have no idea what that is, but things might not working somewhere around the corner. But face your fear. Face it. So that's the F. So E stands for evaluate. Now, once you face it, oh yeah. Okay, so somebody tells you no, not interested in your opportunity, not interested in your products, not interested. I don't want to hear anything from you because I fear that thing. I fear that P thing, they call the P thing, or, the online space, the hacker thing. Yeah, I fear all of that. They're going to steal my information. If I put my credit card online, they're going to grab. Yeah, I fear that. So face it, because you know what? There are things put in place to mitigate against all those things, okay, to keep us safe, right? So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to evaluate. What are you fearing? Check it out. What are you fearing? If you can sometimes really find what you're fearing, then that would take you 99.95% of the way. Because a lot of times we really don't even know what we're fearing. So once we face the situation, if you face that feeling, okay, I feel so fearful. Let's check it out. Why am I feeling this way? What am I fearing? What's going on inside of me? Because it's all inside, my friends. You know how the mind is a powerful thing? Yeah. So face it, evaluate it. Okay. Now, what about the A? Act on it. Now, once you face it, you evaluate it, the next thing you want to do is do something about it. Act on it. Okay. Now, oh, yeah. If somebody says, oh, I'm not interested in your opportunity. Okay. You might want to ask some questions. Somebody says, I don't like that product. Then you might want to ask some questions. Somebody says, oh, well, around that corner, I don't know what is over there, but I'm just not going over there. I just fear that. You might want to be like, okay, well, let's check it out. Take action, act on it. Okay. Yes, I know it's hard. Yep. But guess what? That's the only way we're going to overcome this phobia, this syndrome. And I have to face my fear with the heights. Because you know what? Let me tell you a story. You know how we have those elevators with the glass all around, and you go to those hotels and you're in these elevators and they go up and down, but you can see, because once upon a time, elevators were all closed up. You could not see the outside. But now in some of the hotels, as you know, and I know, the elevators, they have glass so you can see all the surroundings when you go up. And I'm gonna tell you, I go into those elevators, I turn my back. I had to be turning my back to the glass and facing the door, because I could not handle. It's just that I'm just fearful of the thing just going too high for me. They're going on the 10th floor, the 14th floor, and all those floors, and all the 30 something floor. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. So I'm going to turn my back. But after a while, I'll be like, man, I gotta deal with this. So I started, inch my little way around. And now I can go in those elevators, stand up, however, and it goes up, come back down. So I had to find a way to deal with it. But that's just me. You now have to find a way to deal with your fear. What are you fearing? Are you just calling it up in your head and just making yourself believe? Is it for real? Act on it, okay? Now the the other R, okay? The other R, I gotta check my little notes here. Got my thing over there. The other R is reevaluate. So once you act on it, now you're going to check it out again. I'm like, what was I really fearful of? What was I running away from? How did it make me feel? What is it? Can I touch it? Can I feel it? Was it just coming out of my emotion? Do I have something in me I really need to check myself on? What am I fearing? Hmm. Somebody tells me no, they don't want to be a part of my opportunity. I'll be like, man, I'm not going to ask anybody else. What am I fearing? Okay. That's why we have to ask the questions. We have to get clarity. If the person decides not to become a partner in your business or buy from you, whatever the case is, then you might want to ask questions, because sometimes a person needs clarity. But because may have heard some kind of somebody is talking about a story or something, and they just grab it for themselves and put that fear label on it and be like, I am not doing this because da 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 da. I'm not, nope. I don't want to have no part of that. I fear that. What are you fearing? I don't know. So, what we're going to do about fear, my friends? I know and you know that that's something that we all coin up in our heads, that we formulate these ideas, and we sit down and we think about it in such a way that we overthink it. We overthink it. Why not just take it at face value? Okay, somebody tells you no. Okay, no means not now. Maybe in another 2 weeks, you probably see the same person and they have a different tune to play. As Mama would say, yes, they play a different tune every time you see them. So face fear. And don't get me wrong, there are some real dark things that we probably need to be fearful of. But when we know about them, you can't fear something that you actually don't even know about. You know why? You wouldn't go jumping off the cliff, because you're going to be like, maybe break your neck and die or whatever the case is. So you wouldn't be doing that. That's a fearful event. Why would you want to do that unless you probably are anchored properly, and you know how it is when they do those jumps? Yeah. But would you go jump without putting on the proper attire and anchored properly? No. But that might be still fearful, but you're going to do it anyway. Because in order for you to get over it, you have to face it, evaluate. When you face it, be like, man, it wasn't so bad at all. Maybe I can do it again. Maybe I want to try this. Maybe I'm going to tell my friend, oh, come on, let's go do this. Then you act on it. Yeah, tell him, come on, we can do this. Let's try it. And then reevaluate to see exactly what's going on. Why were we feeling this way in the first place? Now, that's for fear. And I know in business it is fearful because we fear the unknown, right? We fear the unknown. We don't know what's going to happen next year. We don't know what's going to happen 2 weeks from now. We don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. Why are we worried about that? Deal with today. Face it right now. Deal what you have. Make the plans. Put them in place to deal with what comes tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, you deal with it. So don't be fearful about tomorrow. Man, tomorrow is going to be a bad day. Who knows? And sometimes we put the labels on and it turned out to be the best day, maybe the best sales day you had, maybe the best day you recruited so many to your team, maybe the best day you talked to the best person that you met for a long time, the more made you happy, made you joyful, just poured into you the best, the best, the best. But guess what? We said, man, tomorrow is going to be a bad day. When the day comes, it's not so bad at all, right? Stop letting fear, I would use the word, engulf you. Think about fire. Think about when fire, like in the woods, and the fire, you know how sometimes they try to contain the fire, and the fire just be like, especially when wind is behind it and it gets the oxygen, it's just like, bam, it's gone. Sometimes the fear take us like that. So we can't even function. We become dysfunctional. Don't let fear engulf you to that point that you become dysfunctional. You just freeze. Yeah, seen that before. People they start sweating. Oh my God. They start sweat. What is it? But it just can't tell you. So the emotions are become overactive. That's how I put it. And let us put us in that state of mind that we can't even describe, something called fear. So I want you to know that fear is just another one of those things that we don't know what we're talking about, but we say we are fearful of something. Now, when you're able to describe that thing, touch that thing, point it to it, and say, "This is it. That's what I'm fearful of," then that's another kettle of fish over there. But when you're telling me that you're fearful, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen if I do this. I don't know. Now it's time to put that's what time out on that. We gotta cut that. We got to take that from our vocabulary, take it out of our mindset, and build up our posture. Push your shoulders back and posture up yourself and get that self confidence in your business and in your life, in your relationships as well. Gotta face it, my friends. Evaluate it. What the hell is this? Yeah, act on it. Do something about it. Then reevaluate again. And then you might be able to come up with the best answer. But like, you know what? It wasn't that bad at all. But I listened to the wrong person, or I just didn't even know what I was talking about. All right, my friends, I hope you're having a great, great Monday. And let's start the week right. Cut this fear thing. It's not real. Keeps us hostage. It doesn't allow us to function and flow in our business. Man, at least open up yourselves and try. Do it. Yeah. Don't let fear keep you hostage and not let you do anything in your business, anything in your life. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your family, go out and do stuff. Don't let fear keep you back, because I'm telling you, it is for real. It's keeping back a lot of folks. Yep. Because we fear what's going to happen to my business. What's going to happen I'm going to lose my money. I'm going to, yeah. But we buy on the stock market, right? We invest on our portfolios and so on, a 401k and we buy stocks. What happens when the stock market goes down? Are you fearful of that? Of course we are. But what can we do about it? We evaluate the situation, and maybe next time we need to have a broader, a more diversified portfolio, change up how we put our money and all that good stuff. That's it. Deal with it. All right, my friends, as always, I invite you to join me at the Winners Project 101 online, where we're going to deeper dive and help the students, help folks who want to take their business online, help them with the strategies and the tips, and help them with the mindset. We got a mindset reset. All of us need a little break sometime when we check in with ourselves, make sure that we're ready to move forward. That's why I'm here to help. We continue to offer our free 10-day boot camp for those of you who want to grab some skills and to see how best you can level up in your business. That's there for free. And we have a free group, of course, that you can join and work alongside other people in the group and get skills and strategies. There's a lot of stuff out there, my friends. There's no fear zones. So you need to just dive in and get them. They're free. Why wouldn't you want to to make use of stuff? You have to pay sometimes. So when you're able to get it, and you can get it without, and all of us pay for mentorship. Don't get me wrong. Free is not free. Really. Somebody got to pay for it. Yeah. So I paid for mentorship. Other people paid. Even the gurus, they have mentors. They got to pay for their success. They pay into it because nobody's coming to rescue you. You have to find a way out of this fear thing and get yourself in a place where you're gonna be successful. All right. So on tomorrow we'll be in the Winners Project 101 group, where we'll continue to help those folks who want to really dive a little deeper and help them in their business. And we'll see you back here on this platform on Wednesday when we deal with strategies. Follow my page, Yvette Garrell Online, and check out my website, YvetteGarrell.com. Thank you so much. And I hope that you're going to have a great afternoon and go out there tomorrow, Tuesday, and crush it in your business and in your life. And until then, we'll talk soon. Bye-bye. Now, if I can find my little mouse here.